Welcome to the Spotlight segment. This is a segment dedicated to interviews of developers or interesting happenings in the world of Android. And now for this episode, here's your Spotlight.
Now we turn to our Spotlight section, and as I said in the introduction, it's a double bill this week. We'll start out by talking about the Pixel 8a, which was released this week. There's one thing I like about it, even though it's a Fisher-Price phone, that it does have one thing I like. I'll tell you about that in a bit. Warren, do you want to kick us off, though?
So I'm really surprised that, Google decided to just push this phone out, which tells me, though, that Google I/O 2024 is all going to be about AI, So we're going to be talking about a lot of AI and all of that. They got the hardware out of the way, so it's not going to be, a stumbling block or whatever. But it's a nice move on their part because on that day, then if you pre-ordered, then you should have it in your hands. And I think this is probably one of the best A series phones that we have. I mean, looks like the Pixel 7a, but there are some differences that may warrant one getting one. And I think the big thing for me is that unlike all the rumors that we had earlier on, people were talking about the fact that it's going to be more expensive than the previous 7a. The price has remained the same. And this year, what I like also is the fact that we at least now have a 256 gig model instead of the unilateral 128. I think that's kind of getting old in the tooth, and I'm glad Google has done something about it. So I'm excited about it, and also excited about that it has that 7-year OS support.
That is the thing I like. I was going to say, I think they've got the jump on the Samsung A55 a little bit with that. That they have pushed out 7 years. Samsung could have done and they didn't. But 128. I just think that's low. I'm glad there is a T56 version. But it must be tempting. How much is the T56? Is it 5?
It's $559. So $560. So instead of paying $500, if you want, you can throw in $60 to get 256. And frankly, if I'm getting that thing, that's what I'll do instead of spending $500. But if $60 is going to break the bank, $500 will do in a pinch.
Oh yeah, for sure. And you've got cloud storages. I like big storage phones. I would like a terabyte ideally, but 128 I'm never going to realistically buy. But if you manage it well, you don't really need more than 128. I remember my first laptop had 100 meg, and haven't we moved on from there? So 128 might be enough for most folks. Austin, you were thinking about the 8A, I think. Do you think you'll buy it or not?
I was thinking of buying it, but I don't know what should I do.
What have you got at the minute? 6? You got the 6A or the 7A?
I got the 7A.
You might not need to buy it yet. I mean, if they continue with the 7-year updates, you could probably hang on to the 7A for a year. Can you get the 9A?
But the 7A has 3 years updates, I think.
I know, but it's still got some to come, hasn't it? Like, you don't need to make unless you're trading in. If you're trading in, then obviously you might want to do it early. But if you're not and you're just going to buy it, then you could. I would probably wait a year. I don't know that I would.
Wait till the 8A goes on sale. Like the 7A was just recently on sale for I think $350 somewhere.
Yeah.
So just wait till the 7A goes on sale for $350 and then get yourself a 7-year phone.
Because in India, the 8A was 60,000.
Yeah, and that's about £600, I think.
But if you trade it in, Austin, for example, unless, of course, you want to keep it like me, you want a little museum of some sort, or else you could trade it in and, get a little break.
I was thinking of trading in the 7A.
Yeah, so if you want to trade in...
Not the 7A, the 6A.
Yeah. So you got both? You got a 6A and 7A?
Yeah, I got both.
Yeah.
Yeah, then definitely trade the 6A in because you know what? The 6 series. I think next year is going to be its last,
The end. Yeah.
or its support. So if I were you, I might as well trade it in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm thinking of doing the same thing.
Yeah, your trading is better than the 7, though, isn't it? So if you are trading, then it's why you want those phones, isn't it? So yeah, trade. The 6 is oldest, but you'll get less money for it.
Yeah.
So it depends why you want the 7. Yeah, but if you are thinking of a trading, then obviously earlier might be better.
I'll think of a trade in then.
You going to buy it, Warren?
So I thought about it, and then I'm like, you know what? Because I was thinking about, getting it for my little girl, maybe Christmas or something. But I'm thinking that probably, I could wait till like Black Friday. That thing probably go down to 400 or maybe $379, and then I could get it for her or whatever. But we'll see what happens, or maybe even get a regular Pixel 8. Those things, the prices fall all the time.
Yeah. John Boy, what about you?
No, I'm not interested. I mean, I'm glad it's there. People keep pointing out that you could have gotten the Pixel 8 the regular Pixel 8 on sale for I think it was $550 recently, but it's like it's not on sale now. Google conveniently took it off sale when they released this 8A. So it's like, Google's always putting their phones on sale. So what people are failing to mention is that the next time the phones go on sale, the 8A also will go on sale. So, it's never going to be within $50 of the Pixel 8. So, I mean, I'm glad it's there for the people that want a similar experience. Maybe they don't care about the camera as much, but want everything else, and they can basically get everything else out of this phone.
I like what you did there. A similar experience. That's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I take it our Samsung Easters aren't doing it. Corinne, you only just got a phone anyway recently, didn't you? So I take it you're not in the market.
Yeah, because actually there are no pixels here. If you get a pixel, you will get it not from an official seller. So it's better to stay away of those phones.
Yeah, I think that's right. Sally, what about you? You're going to stick with Samsung, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm fully devoted to Samsung, and I'm saving for S25. So the pixels are not sold in here, so I'm waiting for a 25.
I don't think you miss out on much, to be honest, as I've said
Yeah.
before. Although I do like the idea of a phone with 7 years of OS updates that I don't have to pay £1,000 for. So obviously you don't for the 8 either, really, but for a Pro or an S24, you're going to be up there. So yeah, I don't think I will. Never say never, though. I might see what happens sales-wise.
And talking about availability, one more country was added to Pixel Land, and I'm talking about Poland. So if you're in Poland, you should be able to get it.
Kind of interesting that they're not sold widely, isn't it? Like, I know the was it the 4A? No, the 5A wasn't sold here. That was the US and Japan phone. But it's interesting that they don't habitually sell that widely.
Yeah. So, I'm glad to see them expanding the list of countries that one could buy these things in. And I'm hoping, though, that maybe when Pixel 9 comes out, that we'll have more countries that could participate, or it'll become available in more countries, because a lot of people like the phone. And so if they do, of course, make it available to them.
Yeah, if we have to run the risk of buying disappointing phones, everyone else should too, right?
That will be my vote.
I like it.
Exactly. And speaking of disappointments, Google also kind of admitted, well, they didn't admit, but they lowered, in quotation marks, the price of the Pixel tablet to $400 now. And this is because they're offering an option where it does not include the stand. So they're kind of admitting that that was a mistake to include the stand. So if you want the tablet without the stand and you want to save $100, it's $100 cheaper now. Of course, it's not updated in any way. It's the same exact tablet, and it's running the G2 chip, so not great.
No, but if you want a tablet $400, you might want to look at other tablets from Samsung instead. But yeah, if you want that, then it's there.